What's up guys? I'm Spencer. I am at the skate park Tampa. Today, I'm gonna show you guys how to tail whip a BMX bike. You just saw me do it, so I may know how to do it. I'm not sure though. Hold on, we'll just take this off quick. All right, a couple things I wanna go over about the tail whip before I go over how to do the tail whip. Tail whip is a highly desired trick to do because it looks cool, it's fun to do, but it's an advanced trick, okay? So some of you guys that may just start riding are trying to get somewhere over here. Well, you got all this is all space of tricks and bike control that you're trying to skip to get to the tail whip. So before I even start showing you guys how to tail whip, I am gonna show you guys a couple tricks that I think you should be able to do because there's a lot going on in the tail whip. You got your feet coming off, you're pulling the bike around, you gotta put your feet back on. It's a lot going on. Highly recommend safety gear while doing this stuff. Any sort of BMX helmet, you gotta throw some knee and shin pads on because your like commitment level to getting back on the pedals is gonna be very low unless you add some health bar to your legs. So just know that knee pads and shin pads will help, or you will probably die. All right, you guys get it. You gotta be really good at taking your feet off. No footers, cans, no foot cans, one footers. Couldn't really think of anything else, but yeah, you guys get it. Know how to take your feet off, put it back on the pedals. We're gonna go over the footing now because some of you guys may not know which way to do it. If you do, then I'm sorry, you just gotta wait like 30 seconds, okay? All right, if you are right foot forward and you got your left foot in the back, in most cases, people would kick with their left foot and go that way, okay? But also, if you're goofy and you wanna kick the foot with your front foot, we'll go over that too. And the opposite, okay? If you're left foot forward and you somehow couldn't reverse what I just said, you're gonna wanna probably kick the bike to the left, all right? And if you're left foot forward and you're goofy, and you wanna kick the bike to the right, we're gonna go over that too, okay? Because look, if you guys have done every single freaking whip you can do, we're gonna go over it all. But first, I don't know, here we go. Through my many years of riding bikes, I have found this the easiest way to kind of start figuring it out, okay? Don't think I'm crazy because I'm wearing a helmet. You'll be surprised on how dangerous this actually could be. So don't think you're safe, all right? Because you still got a bike floating on top of you, but this way will definitely help you learn the tail, okay? Because if you can't do it this way, you're not gonna be able to do it in the air. Work on trying to kick the bike and get it around. You kind of gotta like push the bike up. Maybe do a couple no footers first like this, just to get comfortable with kicking the bike up, because you're gonna have to kick it up to whip it, all right? My pedals changed, but this definitely helps. Let's see if I can do a whip every way on my back. Here we go. Up a whip. Okay, I'm gonna switch feet now. Count it, count it. Okay, good enough. You get the idea. That's the easiest way to start figuring out how to start the kick. One more tip that is really gonna help you guys that have already started trying tail whip, but I think everyone should be able to do this before they try tail whips because it helps so much. It helped me so much. Probably the best tip that's gonna help you guys learn tail whips and help you with getting some muscle memory, getting your feet on, okay? So what you're gonna do, put your pedals whichever way you like to have them, okay? I'm right forward, so I got right forward, okay? Get it. If you can't figure that out, then you shouldn't be trying tail whip. So what we're gonna do is give the bike a little nudge with the knee, okay? Just to get the kick like that, okay? Once the bike starts coming around, you're gonna wanna jump and get your feet on the pedals, okay? It looks dumb, but it really helps the most. It helped me so much. Like before I would try tail whip, I would just do this. Get my feet good, like this, jump on, and then I would go and pedal and try the tail whip. So let's give you a couple more angles of that. Now I think we're ready to try it. I think Flyouts probably the easiest to learn on, but you could also mess up the kick. So we're gonna go over the kick on the Flyout, okay? A lot of people, I've noticed this, you guys will do it. Even with me warning you, you're gonna do it until you figure it out. Just remember, when you do it out of a Flyout, you need to wait just a second before you kick the whip, okay? A lot of people kick the whip within the ramp because their front tire's out, but their back tire's like still in the ramp, so they kick it. And what does that result? The worst case scenario, which is the dead sailor, okay? You've seen me do it. I'm sailing away. You can dead sailor so easily if you do not wait. So I'm just warning you guys, all right? We need to keep my sailors alive out there. You will die and do the dead sailor if you do not wait to kick the whip, okay? So right here, I've just set you guys up so you can watch on the fly out up here. It's kind of a tight transition, but it's the best of what I got to kind of show you guys an example. There's just so many tricks to this. We're just gonna keep adding them in as we go. So just, you know, rewatch this video 80 times so you learn tail whips. For some reason, when I do tail whips on a box jump or out of a transition like straight, the whip just comes around so fast because I'm so used to doing them like on things where it takes more effort. So I just put my foot and stop it right there, then I just put my feet on. Usually go straight to pedals, but the whip comes around too fast on like a flat or something, so I gotta stop it. At least for my regular whips. I don't do that for oppo whips or anything. I recommend if you have brakes, take advantage of it, because stopping your wheel is gonna make your bike come around a lot faster, you know? It eliminates that rotation weight. So if you have brakes, hit your brakes, and also that will help keeping your cranks where you want them to be. A lot of the times, if you don't run a tight chain, you'll kick it and your pedals will move, and you'll think your pedals are where you left them, and they're not. They might flip on you, and then you might get a free ball sack ride, which you don't wanna do. So get a tight chain or hold your brakes. Oh, I kind of cased. That step up's kind of hard because there's a wall that you gotta land into. But yeah, you know, you guys get the idea. Step ups are good. It's like hard to find a good spot to learn how to tail whip. Second tail whip I'm gonna show you guys is actually the second tail whip I have ever done in my life. We're gonna do it out of the roll-in right here. Kind of pop at that line, so it's kind of like a step up, but there's a wall that you kind of land into. It's awesome. Check it out. Oh. So I did my normal, regular, and opposite whip, which I'm usually pretty good at, but I'm gonna switch to left foot forward, which is my unnatural way, and try like whips that way. I've done them, not that good at them, but it's gonna help me tell you what you guys should work on while you're trying it, because it's kind of like I'm learning whips too, because I suck at these. Oh no! I kind of landed that one. Let me get a better one. Definitely focus on keeping your legs up high, okay? So you give the bike time to get under you. Oh, kick the seat. You definitely got to focus on where your handlebars are at, okay? So if you lift your arms up like this, look how the bike's gonna tail whip. It's gonna start tail whipping like this, and you don't see anyone do that. We'll add more tips in a second. Let me try it again. Damn it. Okay, I just found out another tip to help you guys with. So, I did the whip good, but I didn't catch my feet. When I do tail whips regularly with my right foot forward, after the whip comes around, I kind of pivot like my hips forward just a little bit. So like my feet will naturally go in there. So what I'm struggling with now is that I switched to left foot forward. I'm not leading with my left hip, which I need to switch that left hip there. Count it. Jesus. Well, that was the goofy way to do it, opposite footed. All right, well, I just did all 4 tail whips you could possibly do. So I got some fresh tips to give you guys. The biggest thing I learned from just doing them switch footed like that is that I was having trouble with keeping the bike level. Like a couple of them, like got the bike under me, but I was like this. So definitely want to keep the bike, keep it under you, stay on top of it. I'm so sweaty right now. Also, what I was doing that was helping me find the pedals. In the switch ones, I wasn't catching pedals good, but I was getting my feet on something, which is really what you want to focus on, is just getting your feet on, and then like you're probably going to want to sit on your seat too, maybe. It's not proper whip etiquette, but it's not going to look good, but you guys are just trying to land them right now. They'll get better as you go. In the air, I'm looking at where I'm landing first, and then as the bike's starting to come around, I just like kind of glance to see the pedals, make sure they're where I left them, whichever foot forward you are. So you want to keep your eyes on the pedals. A lot of you guys, when you first try whips, you're going to do like, you're just going to kick it and get it next to you. Which is fine. You just got to keep your legs up, maybe get the whip around faster. It takes a while to get there. But once you're consistently getting the bike next to you, you really want to try to get that front foot on the pedal. And then the back foot's usually the hard one to get. The hardest thing about this trick, probably 50% of it is learning how to get the bike under you. And then the other 50% is learning how to catch those pedals. But I think we got a lot of tips in there right now. We're gonna move to banks just because it's a whole different like kind of pop. Some of you guys don't have like a flyout or a steep bank like that, so I'm trying to hit every point for all you guys out there. So we're gonna go to banks because you can make a bank anywhere. Here we go. Just gonna do it on the hip here. It's probably the easiest bank to do it on here, and trying to make it easy for you guys. So we'll do it here. Just quick little note for you guys trying this on banks. You really gotta spring up a little more than you think. Every time, like, I have to really tell myself to do this on switch whips, and it helps a lot. Just try to like pop up and whip, okay? Like when you do it on like a kicker or something, you kind of can just like float it. But on a bank, you really want to like kind of pop it up. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Tail whip. Whichever way you're going with the whip, like wherever your landing is, you want to guide it with your hips, okay? You know what I'm saying? Kick the whip and I'm going this way. I'm gonna want to turn my hips this way, so whenever I get on top of the bike, I'm going that way, okay? So guide with your hips. I'm pretty sure I've given you guys all that I can for how to tail whip. I'll just do a quick summary. Sorry it's kind of scattered, but there's literally so many tips about tail whips that help, so I just tried to put it all in there, cram it into this video for you guys. Wrapping it up real quick, quick summary, here we go. So, know that it's a difficult trick and don't jump into it if you feel like your skill level's not there. Like, be honest to yourself. If you know, having trouble with no footers, then you're not ready for tail whips yet. Like, you'll get there, but you're not ready yet. So, you know, learn some other stuff. 2, it's easy to start on your back. Like, kind of look at your stem, get used to like the posture of where you should be at in the air, and just kicking it and catching the pedal. So that's 2. Number 3, try doing the running on the ground, catching the pedals. That's gonna help build muscle memory when you actually go to try it. If you have brakes, use them because it's easier to get the whip around because it stops your back wheel and you get rid of the factor of your pedals moving. So that will help as well. If you don't have brakes, then run your chain tight like me. That's why you will rarely ever see me do a crank flip unless it's with my hand, and that's because my chain's loose and I could do it at that time. But usually don't do it because crank flips aren't worth losing that bike control for me of like my pedals moving. I hate that. Don't try it in just one spot as well. I learned it on like little dirt hill to grass. Shin and knee pads will help. I probably rolled my ankle twice, like really bad learning this trick, just running my foot over. So know that, I just fell. But just know that it's like pretty dangerous and good chance you're gonna bang your legs up. So knee pads, shin pads, ankle braces, do what you gotta do. Turn into a cyborg. It's gonna help you land it. I mean, you may think not wearing pads is cool. I used to not wear pads, hit my knee, couldn't ride for like 3 weeks because I popped my burst sack. Ever since then, I have been riding pads, and I got rid of that variable of, you know, hurting my legs and not being able to ride. You can ride more if you wear pads. Tail whips also helped me start wearing pads because I was getting shinners. Get rid of that factor, get shin guards, you know? Just, you know, it makes more sense. Don't try tail whips in just one spot. You may have like a fly out by you, but also try them out of banks and stuff. Like you guys saw it, I did it out of the roll-in. That's where the second spot I actually did it. That same day, I learned how to do it out of a normal bank. So 2 different kind of whips. So just keep trying it. It's a hard one to learn. It might take a couple months. Unless you're on a scooter, then it'll take you 2 hours. But if not, it could take you 2 months, maybe even 2 years. It just depends on the person. You know, it's a hard trick. Another fact about tail whips is if you vape, you will never be able to tail whip. At least good. Like,
is that why I can't do it?
That's why you can't do it. Can Vegan do it? Nope, can't do it. Vape life.
You can tail whip?
Barely. So I think I'm gonna end the video there. If you guys liked it, let me know. And like I did in the last how-to, comment below which how-to you want to see next, and I'll probably do it next week. Make sure you go in the comments and like the ones you want to see me do to the top, and let's try to not get duplicates. So we'll go down there and check it out. Like at the top, and I'll give you guys a how-to on how to do it. But until then, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you'd like to, and check out some other videos. I have a how-to playlist on my channel if you want to check out more how-tos. But if not, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow with normal BMX videos. Thanks for checking this one out. I appreciate you. Okay.